Hi, my name is Sazsha. Welcome to Freedom School. You can see the class lessons and assignments in the description box. Let's see what our messages are for today. The heart of the reading, you have the Ace of Diamond, which is also the World card, and you also have the Six of Club, which is the Tower reverse. So for some of you, this is wanting to avoid things that are uncomfortable. And for others of you, this is actually having to create something new because the old system wasn't working. And in many ways, this is a reflection of how the world is affecting you right now. But what you need to keep in mind also is that whatever we hold on the internal level of our vibration, of our subconscious, of our being, this is always reflected in our outer reality. So whatever you hold within you will be attracted to you. Like attracts like. Energy is energy. So this is also understanding that as you're having this new influence come in, and for many of you, this is also needing to kind of clear the slate and start from scratch, starting over. So this is also a brand new opportunity coming in to support you in that. So it's really, I'm hearing clear and evident that you need to restart something and restart it in a way that it can be built on. So this is also travel for some of you, and for some of you this is world travel. For some of you I'm hearing domain as well, so this could be something that you're doing the global outreach by being online. But this is all about this brand new energy coming in to support you, and you may be having new awareness as well with this. This is also for some of you study or traveling abroad. And I'm getting the sensation that for some of you, this is moving to a brand new location, but for some of you, you might not have a residence. So I like to call that being home free, but maybe you're just doing an extended period of travel as well, connecting with different timelines. For some of you, this could be astral travel. Divine Feminine, today you have the Seven of Diamonds, which is also the Star card. You have the King of Diamonds. You have the Six of Spade and the Ace of Spade. So for some of you, you're getting to that point in your own clarity and your own truth where you're able to express it. For some of you, you're moving on from, it could even be like the father of your child for some. For some of you, this is just putting down like some type of drama and moving forward, off into the unknown perhaps. For others of you, this would be making a cut in order to have this new start for yourself. But this is in alignment with your own path right now. This is what you should be doing, is what I'm getting. Like it's a feeling of like this is necessary for you. So for some of you, this could also be clearing up some of your karma and some of your karmic contracts. For others of you, this is about getting into your own purpose and clarity and direction, speaking your truth, standing up for yourself. So there's many different lessons that maybe you've been learning through this period of time. And now is a time for healing. And for many of you, this is travel. For some of you, this is a brand new person coming in as well that can help you on your path and help you to see something that maybe you were just not seeing before. For some of you also, this could be an invitation, and I'm just getting the sensation that you're having communication though, and this communication is starting with your own heart and your own soul and your intuition. So you're in the know about yourself now. And that can help everything else to move forward. For some of you, wow, I'm getting that this is like kind of moving you into uncharted waters in like a very positive way. This is all about your ascension path. Like for some of you, this is actually part of your contract. Like you were destined here to be living the life that you're going to be living, or something of that nature. You're destined to meet a certain person. For others of you, this could be actually just maybe meeting a person who has a family already or has children already. Or it could be you as well. But this is like a very generous type of nature. So this all looks very auspicious. You'll have to kind of take the pieces of the storyline and put them where they fit in your particular situation, like wherever it resonates. But this is you definitely moving into something more expansive. So do remember that you're both polarity, masculine and feminine. Both sides of the reading apply to you. Divine Masculine, today you have the Eight of Hearts, which is the Moon card. You have the Eight of Spade, which is the Justice card. You have the Four of Spade reverse, which is the Death card, and the Three of Clubs. So this is kind of some big, heavy energies, but they're really beneficial and positive as well. So for some of you, you may have been resisting some things that needed to change. And having that attachment is completely in our human nature. But this is where there's a few different scenarios I'm feeling, but this is where maybe that attachment that you have been holding was preventing the changes that you needed to make. And for some of you, this could have been a very karmic situation, like in teaching you what you needed to know. For some of you, this is not even about another person, but it's actually with the legal system, or a combination of both. For some of you, this is adapting, and those lessons about universal law, what you resist will persist. So when we say karma, that means anything that's going to keep coming around and around and around again until you learn that lesson. So this is part of that adaptation and part of that change for you. This is where you can truly begin to clear up some of those karmic cycles if you allow it and go with the changes. Some of you are not even going there, and we all have free will, so that's up to you. But there is a need for a complete transformation. For many of you, this is also about work and passion. So maybe a deeper integration of your passion here. You've been maybe putting your passion forward, building your skill set, deepening your practices, and that will pay off. Like for many of you, it depends on the level of determination that you're putting toward your passion. For some of you also, you're receiving a karmic reward here, good or bad, for your attachments. So for some of you, there was maybe something kept hidden in the dark, maybe from you or another person. This could have been also having multiple relationships, and now you're receiving that reward, so good or bad. But that's just for some of you. The overall picture here, though, is this is a time for getting in touch with your own creativity and deepening your passion, deepening your intuition. When you deepen yourself in this way and you create this even stronger connection to your own intuition, this is where you begin to know yourself at that deeper level, and you can bring that creativity up and out of your soul. You can bring that expression out. You can bring your passion out. So for many of you, this is about holding your own right now, is what I'm hearing. Holding your own because maybe not everything is known. And this is focusing on your path forward, allowing yourself to be led by your intuition, even if it means you have to change some things. For some of you, you might not want to change, you might want to keep that attachment. But the all-seeing eyes of the universe, of the cosmos, this is, a way of saying universal law as well, will keep you in check. So this is about your understanding as well. But you may have either been hiding something from others, or others have been hiding something from you. And this is not a time for knowing that. This is a time for walking your own path and being deeply connected to yourself and getting into your own process, your own path, and your own creativity for the next cycles. This is also about hearing your own rhythm, hearing your own heart and your own drumbeat within. So being in sync with the universe, being in sync with nature and your own cycles and rhythms is very important right now. This is also confirmation of your twin flame path and understanding the mirror. So reflecting on yourself right now is the most beneficial aspect of what you're going through. And within the twin flame dynamic, there is always a point where your energy intersects with your twin. Like, this is the infinite aspect of your soul. This is the lemniscate symbol. This is that cross in between, where the other person is that mirror image of you, only reversed. So for a greater in-depth understanding of what the mirror is, whenever you're triggered by something in your twin flame dynamic, you have to then look at yourself. Look at why that is being triggered in you. Where did that originate in you? And then you clear it up there, and it gets cleared from your connection. So understanding yourself, your own cycles, rhythms, patterns, conditioning, and knowing where you're at in your own wheel of your own karma, working hard on your own karma here is going to give you the greatest outcome. And doing those necessary changes is what will also be very beneficial. So you can always book me to help you in this as well. Let's get a few more cards out. Divine Masculine, you have the Ten of Swords and the King of Wands. So wanting to move forward, not knowing how, a lot of stress and anxiety. For some of you, this is like you want to bust a move. You want to really go for what you want right now, but you feel like you can't. There needs to be this focus on yourself right now. There needs to be that internal change and that reconstruction within yourself, so that you can really let go of all this mental agitation and over processing and overthinking about situations, and really drop those burdens. You're coming to an end of a cycle here, though. This is a big phase, a big cycle that you're ending, and you will be able to control your passions here as well. Divine Feminine, you have the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Death card. So some mirroring going on. For many of you, again, this is either you or your partner wanting to make this big change, wanting to come home. So for some of you, this is moving out of those lower aspects of codependency. For others of you, this is embracing all these brand new changes and setting off on this new course and really coming home to yourself in a greater aspect, in a greater way. Embracing the change. Some of you have already left. Some of you have left the building, so to speak. For others of you, you may be in the process of just the transition of this phase to the next phase. So you may be resting, you may be recuperating, you may be planning and strategizing. It can look differently for everybody, but this is, in general, this is where you are gaining support and momentum, because this is a big change where you will be moving forward fearlessly. And this is also bringing in a lot of support for you. Let's get a few guidance cards for today. Divine Masculine, you have the High Priestess. So again, this is relative to the Moon card and knowing your own intuition. Coming from that inner space of reflection and knowing, trusting the messages that you're receiving, being in tune with your own divinity. This is also reminding you that you have a teaching ability, that you have divine understanding, and that you can help others. So knowing yourself is essential here. Being centered in yourself. The heart of the reading, you have compassion. So this is justice in its highest form. This is the energy of unconditional love. And really letting go of judgments and attachments to outcomes and criticisms, and embracing the light that is within everyone, embracing that unconditional love and that higher wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and intuition, putting that into action with your compassion. Divine Feminine, you have unconditional love. So this is having enough self-love first and foremost to then be able to love others unconditionally. And no matter what things look like, no matter how these changes are coming in for you right now, this is about honoring that love, that higher degree of love, and not being too focused on the appearances, but truly being a resonance of that frequency of higher love.